The Denver Broncos just got a major break from the NFL schedule, and it aligns perfectly with what head coach Sean Payton considers the biggest factor in determining whether a schedule is tough or favorable: travel distance. When comparing schedules across the AFC West, the Broncos clearly come out ahead. While divisional rivals like the Los Angeles Chargers are set to travel nearly 40,000 miles this season, a massive logistical burden, Denver's travel demands are significantly lower. This matters. Peyton has emphasized that travel impacts everything from body fatigue to preparation time. Even on a private team jet, long flights disrupt routines and add wear and tear over the season. Adding to the Broncos' advantage, they also face a weaker strength of schedule compared to other teams in the division. The Chargers not only travel more, but they also play tougher opponents. That's a rough combination. Meanwhile, Denver sits just above the Kansas City Chiefs in projected travel miles, but the numbers circulating online may not be fully accurate. A reliable source known as Aussie NFL, who accurately leaked about 95% of last year's schedule, provided updated information suggesting the Broncos might be in an even better position than originally thought. On top of that, RJ Harvey has drawn serious praise coming out of rookie minicamp. According to independent evaluations, he's been one of the most impressive rookie running backs, showing potential to be a real difference maker this season. And when it comes to rooting interest throughout the year, it's important to understand which teams Broncos fans should pull for in key matchups. Strategic rooting can shift playoff implications in Denver's favor, and we'll be breaking that down week by week. More schedule details are working in the Broncos' favor. As requested by head coach Sean Payton, Denver will play back-to-back road games against the Washington Commanders and Philadelphia Eagles. That means no return flight to Denver between those games, saving the team nearly 4,000 miles of round-trip travel. When you subtract that distance, the Broncos' total travel drops from around 23,000 miles to closer to 19,000 miles, putting them in the same range as the Minnesota Vikings, one of the least traveled teams in the league this season. So not only do Denver's AFC West rivals like the Chiefs and Chargers face a tougher strength of schedule due to finishing higher in the division, they also have to fly significantly more. That combination of long-distance travel and difficult opponents makes the Broncos' path noticeably smoother. Peyton, who places huge importance on the logistics and physical toll of travel, is sure to love how this plays out. Another big storyline: Denver is heading across the pond to London to face the New York Giants in Week 6. While some expected the Broncos to play the Colts, that matchup didn't happen, but the trip to the UK is locked in, and it could be coming at the perfect time. Even if the Jets aren't dominant this year, MetLife Stadium can be a tough environment with an energized crowd and plenty of national attention. Fortunately for Denver, this game is late enough in the season for defensive coordinator Vance Joseph to study film and get a good sense of how the Giants' new quarterback, Justin Fields, is performing in their system. The Broncos won't be facing the unknown early on, and that gives them an edge. This international game is also a chance for Denver to grow its global fan base. The team has shown genuine excitement about the trip, publicly embracing the opportunity to represent the NFL on the international stage. The Broncos' upcoming trip to London isn't just about football, it's also a major opportunity to expand the team's international fan base. And with a talented, exciting roster, there's every reason to believe that fans overseas will take notice. Following the London game, the Broncos will head into their bye week, which falls right in the middle of the season. It's a solid spot on the schedule, not too early, not too late, giving the team a chance to rest and reset after a hopefully strong start. But perhaps the biggest sign of the NFL's confidence in Denver came with the announcement of a primetime matchup on Christmas Day. The Broncos will take on the Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead Stadium in a Thursday night football showdown, one of the league's highest profile slots of the entire season. Yes, playing on the road on a short week presents a challenge, especially in a stadium as tough as Arrowhead. But there's a silver lining. After the game, the Broncos get a mini bye week with 10 full days before their next matchup. That extra time to rest and prepare could prove valuable as the season heats up. Reports from inside the organization suggest the team is thrilled about this opportunity. Some insiders even believe the Christmas game could carry massive playoff implications, not just for the AFC West, but potentially for the entire AFC, Make no mistake, the NFL doesn't put just anyone in a spotlight like this. Scheduling the Broncos in front of a national audience on Christmas is a clear signal that the league sees Denver as a serious contender again. Last year, teams like the Ravens, Texans, and Steelers were featured in Christmas games, all franchises with strong rosters or rising talent. So the Broncos being selected for a primetime holiday game this year, that's a strong signal from the NFL that Denver is back on the league's radar as a serious contender. So far, only 2 games from the Broncos' 2025 schedule have been officially announced, and both are set for national TV broadcasts. That's already equal to the total number of nationally televised games Denver had for the entire season last year. Clearly, expectations are higher this time around. Among the most exciting storylines heading into the season is the continued emergence of Bo Nix as a leader. Just a year ago, there were questions about whether he would even start early in the season. Many doubted he'd be ready for a tough road game in Seattle, and some predicted he wouldn't see the field until week 4. But Nix silenced the doubters, winning the quarterback competition outright, earning the starting role, and eventually being named a team captain. Now, he's embraced that leadership role even more. He's reportedly been one of the first to connect with incoming rookies, helping guide them into the system and setting the tone inside the locker room. While some around the league may be caught up in off-field events, Nix is locked in, putting in work at training camp and studying film as he prepares for a pivotal season. Meanwhile, the buzz around R.J. Harvey continues to grow. A respected analyst, known for covering the league with no ties to Denver, praised Harvey's performance at rookie minicamp, calling him one of the most impressive backs he's seen. That kind of praise, especially from outside sources, speaks volumes about the potential impact Harvey could have this season. What makes the praise for R.J. Harvey even more exciting is that it's coming from someone with no ties to the Broncos. A national analyst who's long covered the New York Jets recently reviewed film from rookie minicamp and called Harvey one of the most impressive players he's ever seen in that setting. He specifically pointed out Harvey's quick cuts, vision, and explosive movement, comparing his jump cut ability to legends of the game. While comparisons like that should be taken with perspective, hearing this from someone who's covered standout backs like Breece Hall adds credibility. If Harvey can bring that level of impact to Denver, the Broncos' backfield could be one of the league's biggest surprises. Looking ahead to the full NFL schedule release, there are a few key matchups and timing scenarios that could play in the Broncos' favor. For starters, playing the Cincinnati Bengals early in the season would be ideal. Reports suggest major tension within their organization, including key defensive players expressing frustration over contract situations. If things continue to spiral, catching them early, especially in a home game at altitude, could give Denver a significant edge. Another team to watch is the Green Bay Packers. While some analysts have high expectations, injuries and youth at key positions, like wide receiver Christian Watson and rookie Matthew Golden, could slow them down early on. An early season matchup against them could work in Denver's favor. And of course, facing teams like the Dallas Cowboys would bring a high-profile challenge, especially considering uncertainty around Dak Prescott, who missed significant time last season. With Denver's home field advantage at high altitude, early games at Empower Field could be especially impactful, helping the team get off to a fast start. Another scheduling factor to watch is how early season games affect opponents who don't treat the preseason seriously. Some teams limit reps for starters during training camp and preseason, which can lead to slow starts. That gives a major advantage to teams like the Broncos, where Sean Payton places high importance on preparation and preseason reps. Hosting those kinds of teams at altitude in September could be a huge edge. There's also strategic value in when certain teams appear on the schedule. For example, facing the Las Vegas Raiders later in the year could benefit Denver. The Raiders have a habit of starting the season strong and fading down the stretch. Last season, they pulled off surprise wins early, including a road victory in Baltimore, before cooling off. Catching them after that early momentum fades could give the Broncos a clearer path to victory. The same goes for teams undergoing transitions like Jacksonville and Seattle, both of which are adjusting to new coaching staffs and offensive systems. Facing those teams after the Broncos have film to study would be a smart advantage, something Sean Payton and his staff are known to capitalize on. For continuity, the Broncos will have an upper hand against opponents sticking with the same schemes as last season. That familiarity allows Denver's defense to prepare more effectively and puts pressure on less adaptive teams. Overall, the Broncos are set up for early success, especially at home. September games in Denver could be crucial in building momentum. And while fans will have their favorite road games circled, one that stands out is the Colts matchup. It's sure to be a big one with postseason implications. As the full schedule drops, let's see how it shakes out. And let us know in the comments who you think Denver will face in Week 1. Broncos country, this year is loaded with opportunity. Let's ride.